I'm going to take you through my top pro-level tips that will save you a ton of time building your next mirror photo booth. I'm going to outline the exact glass you'll need, how to frame it, and how to add touchscreen technology. I'll also give you my pro-level tips on printing, software, and the type of PC you'll need. Alright guys, I just printed out my photo booth picture that came out. It just automatically prints using the DSLR darkroom photo booth software. Hi, I'm Krista, mirror geek with 2amirrors.com. Let's get started. A mirror photo booth works by combining a transparent mirror with an IR touch frame and display. Okay, let's check it out. Now I'm going to take you through all the layers. First is the frame, the IR touch, the mirror, and then the display. Okay, so now I'm going to pull each piece apart and explain. The very back layer of a mirror photo booth is the display. In this case, we're using a Microsoft Surface X. Next, we have the mirror layer. So let me show you the layers kind of pulling apart like this. So we have the mirror, cameraman. Next we have the IR touch overlay. This fits behind the frame. This is how it fits within the frame. The IR touch overlay plugs directly into a Windows PC via a USB port. And the final layer is the frame itself that holds everything together. We're using a shadow box frame. It's nice and deep, so you don't have to do a crazy special back build to have everything put together and hidden from the side. The transparent mirror we use is an optical beam splitter, which is very similar to a two-way mirror, but it allows more light through. A lot of people ask me, what size glass should I use? To make your project easy, your glass should be the same size as the IR touch frame. That way, a simple frame can be made to hold everything together. What type of display should I use? You can use TVs, monitors, or tablets. I like TVs because turning it on and off with a remote is super easy. The overall size of your display needs to be smaller than the opening of the IR frame so you can fit the camera behind the mirror. You'll want to position your display so it's centered with enough space for your camera on top. Measure how large the lens is. That's the minimum space you'll need. Tablets are also a great option if you're keeping things small and portable. The Surface X I use has built-in internet, so I never have to worry about connecting to Wi-Fi. When hooked up to the net, sharing images is easy on social media. Tablets have built-in cameras, so you can use that instead of a separate DSLR. Okay guys, I have a ton more videos coming on making a photo booth. Hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss them. It is important to use the best mirror and display possible for maximum clarity. So you want to use a mirror designed specifically for mirror photo booths. Now let's talk about the frame. Mirror photo booth clients love huge, thick frames that look like they belong in a museum. It has become the norm, and you can use that to your advantage. Alternatively, just use a shadow box frame like the one I used before. I'm going to leave my project schematics below so you can follow my step-by-step guide. From here, there are two paths in terms of frame build. If you go with a thicker frame, you'll likely need a flight case, or you can follow our DIY instructions for how to create a photo booth back build. This back build holds the frame, the mirror, and the TV all together, so you can use a standard TV wall mount or a stand rather than building a complex flight case. Or you can use a shadow box frame, like this one, with no need for further special instructions. It is thin, modern, and easier to work with as a DIY project. Either way, I challenge you to weigh the pros and cons of both ideas and leave a comment with your favorite. The last piece of the puzzle is adding touch to the mirror. The most common option is to use an IR touch overlay. This fits within your frame, but it will sit on top of the glass. Let me show you. The frame is in front, which holds the glass and the touchscreen in place. The shadow box is deep, which hides the sides of your display. If you're looking to save time, you can purchase the frame from us. To do so, just measure the overall size of your display. We'll cut it to the exact size you need, and if you're using a touch overlay, use the touch overlay dimensions for your frame. The second option is to use a touch foil. This allows you to use any size mirror with any display you want. So you get so much more freedom. This is also how photo booth businesses achieve circular ring light mirror photo booths. The touch foil actually goes between the mirror and display, which means you could also go frameless with your photo booth if you want. I have one here that is inside a square mirror. Check it out. Next pro tip is choosing the best mirror. You can't just use any standard two-way mirror. To get great picture quality, you need a smart mirror or dielectric mirror. The glass smart mirror is by far the most popular option for photo booths. It is completely color neutral on a clear glass substrate, while the mirror view has a brown tint to it. If you plan to use your mirror photo booth outside or in commercially bright environments, the dielectric mirror will allow you to see the display clearly behind the mirror, while also having a really good reflection quality. Acrylic works great for small builds. If you're gonna go larger than 40 inches, I recommend the glass, which is flatter. The acrylic scratches easily and can appear bendy and funhouse-like in larger sizes. Tempered glass is available and allows you to transport it more easily. I've heard about a lot of people messing up their projects by using mirror film. Avoid the mirror film at all costs, because it's blurry and bubbles over time. Final step. Next, you'll need to plug in your computer and boot up the photo booth software and place the camera directly behind the mirror. For the best result, I recommend using a DSLR camera that can adjust its ISO settings to accommodate for different lighting environments. The two most popular cameras my clients are using right now for their photo booths are the Canon EOS 800D and the Canon EOS 1200D. In terms of lenses, I recommend investing in a good zoom lens. That way, you can adapt your camera depending on the situation you're in without having to move around a ton. The 17 to 55mm f2.8 lens is great for large groups that are close up. It's a wide-angle zoom lens. The 24 to 70mm f2.8 is traditionally the photographer favorite and is nice for groups that are further away from the mirror. For computers, there are a few parameters to consider. You definitely want to go with something that has an i7 core processor or better to prevent lag. Make sure to get at least 8 gigs of RAM or more. Bonus points if you can find a PC with a solid-state drive. This allows for faster picture saving. Do not get a mini PC. They tend to overheat and are problematic when they're used out in the field. I like portability, so my favorite is the Microsoft Surface X tablet. It's super small, powerful, and comes with optional LTE, so you never have to worry about Wi-Fi or internet availability at your event location. So to complete our photo booth setup, we sandblasted the outer perimeter and then put LED chasing lights behind it. And yeah, so now I'm gonna show you how it works. Below me, please. It's gonna get on fire. And it's pretty good. If you really want to stand out at your next photo booth event and you're the one with the photo booth business, get an LED vest. That shows that you the boss. Next, I'm going to tell you my top 5 favorite photo booth softwares that people are using right now. There's Darkroom Booth 3, DSLR Booth, BreezeSys, Spark Booth, and Right Booth. Leave a comment below right now with which one you prefer. If you want to take your photo booth to the next level, add in a printer. I know most people like sharing on social media, but old people prefer printouts. A printer allows people to take away a souvenir with them and to remember the event. Here are the top picks for mirror photo booth businesses based on durability and transportability. There's the HITI P525L Row Photo Printer and the DNP Event Photo Printer DS RX1HS. For personal use, the Canon Selfie is also really cool. It's super small and it connects to Windows 10, so it's super portable and easy to use. For edge lighting effects, add a USB light strip to the back of your display and plug it in to the powered USB port. If you're using a monitor without powered USB ports, you can also add a small battery pack to the back to power the LED light strip. The one we're using in this video has a light chasing effect, which allows for programming on your phone and for light to travel around the perimeter. Final pro tip, don't forget to get a couple signs and tons of props. I found people really love crazy hats, LED toys, such as lightsabers, gloves, and glasses.
We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down. We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down.
Okay guys, that takes you through it. Don't forget to check out my other photo booth videos where I go into way more detail about props that people use, so you can level up your photo booth business. If you have any questions, leave a comment below or shoot me an email. Until next time, I'm Krista with 2A Mirrors, and I'm Audi 5000. Whoosh!